Hey y'all, it's Christy Cook from Teadoddles. This Teadoddles Tidbits is going to be about Happy Mail and acquisitions. I've recorded some of this the other day, but then I got some more fun stuff in the mail, so I decided just to do it over. Anyway, first let's say welcome new subscribers, welcome back subscribers. I'm happy to have you here with me in my maker shenanigans. I like to do the sewing things, the yarny things, and the DIY things. So you will see a little bit of all of that here on this channel. I do consider this a maker channel. So if you like to make things, you might like it here. All right. How are y'all doing? This has been quite the week. I'm trying to get through the end of the summer semester at the school, and I had to go to school yesterday. I'll be going tomorrow, and my internet still isn't working like it should be. I had to call them again today. I've called them 2 or 3 times a week for the past month. This is straight up ridiculous. But anyway, let's just look at some fun stuff. How about that? And I talk about all that mess. I'm looking at my stack of stuff and trying to decide where to start. I'm going to start with my Happy Mails. Now, this is something someone sent me. Michelle from Creative Chaos Crochet. She does have an Etsy shop with that name. I believe she sells things that she crochets, and I think she does sell some bags that she sews. So I talk to her frequently on Facebook Messenger, and she likes to do the thrift store things like me, and sometimes people give her stuff that they find, and she thought I might enjoy these things, so she sent it my way. Here is the bag it came in. How pretty is that? I like the arrows. And this is just some sewing things related to sewing and quilting that she thought I might enjoy. They're vintage. She did send me a thank you card which says no licking was done. That's what it says down there. Which, thank you for that, Michelle. I think that's funny. But the card is for me, so I don't usually read my cards on air, but that's just me, but that's who it's from. So let's see. First we have several packs of this older Dritz tracing paper. This one is Mark Be Gone. It's supposed to go away with a damp cloth, a water-soluble kind of marking paper. And this is tracing paper in different colors. I have some of this. I do use it. I use it for other things besides sewing. You can see the blue in there. There's other colors. This was obviously used before, but that happens when you find vintage things. They're usually have been used and there's just some left over. This is used for transferring marks from patterns, typically, like darts and matching points and things like that. So I do use this occasionally for things like that. It just depends on the material as to what I actually use to mark. It makes a difference. So that will certainly come in handy. And then I got this whole stack of these are quilt patterns. They have piece shapes to cut out for applique, and they have quilting patterns like that you could trace on with some of that tracing paper and stitch over. And this looks like these came out of they used to be in some batting. Yes, here's one. Mountain Mist batting. It looks like they used to stick these in there apparently. And there's a whole stack of them. I haven't gone through all of them yet. But this is basically what they look like. This is for this pattern here. You have the dotted line is the quilting pattern, and then you have the shapes to cut out for the applique. So, yeah. This is a picture of what if you did the whole quilt. Those dotted patterns are quilted between, and then the centers. And if y'all gonna be able to see that, but yeah, that's what this is, a whole stack of things like that. It's always fun to have. I find vintage patterns interesting because you can get a pattern that could very well come into modern times. It just depends on if you're using modern fabrics or what have you to make it. Some people really like the traditional fabrics. I prefer more modern fabrics typically with a blend. I'm a little bit of an eclectic person when it comes to things like that, but yeah, you can definitely make these feel more modern if you prefer by the fabric choices you use. So I also got a stack of these are little, I think this one says pinwheel, and it goes with this little it's a mylar template that you can cut out and reuse, and then it has a pattern. So this looks like it came out of somebody's binder. So then I also have a fancy Dresden plate pattern that's the same. And then there is a piece of cardboard. Those are always useful for things. This open up one that is just the pamphlet for patterns. So there was you know, you used to be able to get free patterns that you could pull off on yarn aisles and stuff. There used to be similar things for fabric aisles, but I don't think they do that anymore anywhere really, unless I just haven't noticed. Of course, I haven't been to an actual yarn store in quite some time. Just not willing to do that right now. Alright, stick this back in here. So that is from Michelle with Creative Chaos Crochet. Thank you very much, Michelle. I will put those things to good use. Now, I have I put in an order with I'm probably going to say this name wrong, and I apologize. Regiv. I've heard people say her name before, and I'm going to say it wrong. She lives in Germany, so this came from Germany. I put in an order for her surprise box that she had on her Etsy shop, and it got kind of lost in the mail. It got hung up in New York at the main place for mail when it comes from overseas. It came in about the time that everything kind of broke loose, so she graciously resent these out and put tracking on it, which I need to contact her so I can definitely pay her any difference for tracking. So this finally came today. I'm very excited to see it. So I've already looked in it, of course I have. So let's just take a look at what's inside. And now this was in a little plastic thing, but I took it out. This is a little fabric, a piece of fabric. It's really cool. It has flamingos, and it says relax on it. I really love the colors. So it's like probably a fat quarter. So that's really neat. I'll be putting that in my personal fabric stash. Now this is one of those that this is 100% polyester yarn is what it says. It has a little bear head on it. These are, I think you could, I've seen them here in the States where you can make hats, but sometimes you can make the loveys with them. So that's probably what I'll do. I don't know exactly, because this is 70 grams, 105 meters. I'll have to transfer that into yardage. I'm not completely sure. It'll be slightly less than 105, I know, that transfer. So yeah, this is super cute, and I will probably make some kind of lovey or something like that out of this, but I really like this. It's neat. All of these yarns came from Germany, I'm assuming, because of the words on it. Well, this says it's made in Italy. This is recycled organic cotton and recycled polyester. Katia. This is really cool looking. It's kind of the, it almost looks like the chainette type yarn. Or it has a netting around it. I got this color, which they don't put colors in most foreign countries that I've seen. It's just color 102, so it doesn't have a color. And then I got this, well, I got this tannish color, and I got this yellow color, and I got this green color. Very natural colors. I've actually recently bought several new yarns from Line Brand with this yellow. They are calling it mineral yellow. So it's gonna go really well with that. Of course, I'll probably keep these together for something. It's very soft. It's soft, and it'll be interesting to work with. It's like a, it reminds me of what was that yarn I used? Canoe yarn or something like that. It was thicker, but it looks like it has the chainette construction with a core in the center. That's how it looks. Then I also got this one, which I'm never going to be able to pronounce because it, I guess that looks like German, I guess. I don't know. Now this is 100% balm wool, which I believe is wool, but I'm not completely sure. It feels like cotton. It feels a lot like cotton, so it may be cotton. I've seen that word before, and I can't remember if I saw it on a label for cotton yarn or wool, but I think it feels more like cotton to me. So it's a cake with some pretty colors in it. So it'll be interesting to try. I'm fairly certain that this is cotton. It feels like cotton, so that may be the word for cotton. I don't know if anybody knows. Let me know. I can look it up. Of course, it does say party on it, so I'm not sure if that's the color or how it goes, but 340 meters on this. Then I got some other little goodies. I got a little measuring tape. Those are always handy. I got a little bag of pink buttons. This pen that says Knit Happens. If I can get this to, there we go. Yep. And I got 3 different teas. These will be wonderful to try. Cupper is what it's called. It says a bag of keep calm. And this one is a bag of our Zen balance. And this one is a bag of be happy. So it'll be interesting to try these out. I have no idea what's in it because I can't read this on the bag. It is in another language. It almost looks like Dutch, but or it could be German. I don't know. I'm not versed in languages. Being that this came from Germany, I'm going to assume that it's a German tea. So lots of fun in this box. Now she sells this in her Etsy shop. It is $20 plus shipping, and the shipping really was not, I think it was only $6. Now just be aware that because of everything going on right now, things could potentially get lost or what have you. I ordered this a good bit ago, but that's okay because it came and I enjoy it. Well worth the money, I would say, and it's fun to have a box from another country or yarn from another country. It's always interesting to see what they have, right? So I'll be looking forward to trying out those yarns. Now and again, that's Regev. Does she have a name for her? I know she has a YouTube channel. Well, this is Netherlands, so maybe it's not from Germany. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it says Netherlands on here. So for some reason I thought she was from Germany. I don't know. I'm sorry about that. But I will put a link down to her YouTube channel and her Etsy shop down below. Okay. Alright, now I put in an order with Amber from Ahh Crochet. I was watching one of her videos, and she was saying that she's going on a date with her husband, which she hadn't done in a long time, and she was just talking about the new stuff in her shop. So I'm going to go check it out and, you know, give her a little extra cash, hopefully, to help with her date. Of course, I may have watched that video later, well after they had their date. I don't know. Put it towards another date. Anyway, she had a lot of vintage yarn lots. I've been watching some of her videos sparingly. I haven't watched many YouTube. No, well, I haven't watched many yarny YouTube videos here lately. I've been watching other kinds of videos. But, and she's been getting, I don't know if she got this from somebody or they're doing a lot of the auction things or something like that, but I got this lot that has this Charisma yarn, and now this is 70% acrylic and 30% virgin wool. She had some 100% virgin wool, but there was more variety of colors. This lot has 5 in this color and then 1 in this white color. Yeah, it does say white. This says frosty pink. And as you can see, or maybe you can see, I don't know, it's very fuzzy. That virgin wool, what I was hoping to do, I don't know if it'll work since there's so much acrylic in it, but it kind of is doing it a little bit already, felting a little bit. I wanted to make a basket. I feel like I can make a good sized basket and then try to felt it. So we'll see how that works out. There's 3 ounces, 85 grams. I don't, does this have a, This is made in the USA. Interesting. Tina of California. I've never heard of this brand before, but this is an older brand, so I've never seen this particular one. Doesn't give a yardage on here. That's interesting. But I was wondering if it had some kind of date on it. But I don't see one. So I got that little lot of yarn from her. And then I ordered some more stitch markers because she had these, which I thought were really pretty. These are glass beads, and they have kind of an embossed flower or something on the center of some of them. These have the numbers that I can use for different things. If I remember to use them. I've got several of these and I don't remember to use them. And then I got these pins. Skein on girl and let's roll. I love a good pun. So, and pins are always fun. This pin actually came with these plates I'm about to show you. These little plates were what drew me in the first place. Yarn is a lifestyle. She's got the little knitting needles in her hair. And this one says, yarn is my love language. Even though they didn't put any yarn or anything on there, but yarn is my love language. This one says, yarn queen. And then this one just has a gal with a little spinner. What is it? I don't know what those things are called, but they spin the yarn on. Dreidel? That's not right. That is not the word. I don't know what the word is. I can't remember. But I just thought these were super cute. They'll be super cute for decorative purposes. They actually came from Hobby Lobby. When I looked, I finally found a sticker. I guess they were most likely sold as a set because there's only one with a sticker that says it was from Hobby Lobby. So, hold on a second. I gotta get a drink of water. Okay, that was a longer break than I intended, even though y'all don't know that. Had to take the dogs out. So, definitely go check out Amber at Ahh Crochet. She has some fun stuff in her shop that she's finding in her auctions. And, she has a couple of crochet patterns. I have the ghost one. It's like a ghost thing. I haven't made it yet, but I have that one. So go check her out. Now we're going to just look at some other kind of random things I've got in the mail. Or actually I picked these up at Walmart because these Gelosity pens, if you have the Ibotta app, they had a rebate, buy one get one free. The rebate's for $9.45. Now if you get the ones, see these have plastic clips. They have a pack like this with metal clips. They are about $9.45, but these were about $7.97, and they do qualify for that rebate. So you get a little bit more. You get one for free and then a little off the second one. So just look for that if you have the Ibotta app. I'll put my link down below, but I think a lot of people already have that if you don't know what I'm talking about. They did have a $12.50 rebate for the 12 pack if you could find them. I couldn't find them at my store, so these will be fun to have. I'm assuming these are all different colors and ink. Yeah, I haven't tried them out yet, but I couldn't resist that. You know I love my pens and pencils. So, and these, I got these a while back on Amazon on one of their flash sales or lightning deals or whatever they call them. And I keep forgetting to share them. They are a metallic color pen is what it's called. They're very generic. And when I opened them up, I didn't expect much out of them because their packaging is fairly bland. These are actually some really nice pens. I'll grab this over here. And they do have some good shine factor to them. I don't remember how much these were. Like I said, I got them on a lightning deal, but if I can find them again, I'll send you that way if you like that sort of thing. And maybe it'll pick up the metallic ink, but it has good coverage from what I've seen. Now I will say this is something I probably maybe if I was doing some cards or something, I may use it to highlight something or something like that. These are not something I would typically just color with. I feel like these would probably give out really quick, but I don't know for sure. But they do have a nice glimmer to them, metallic glimmer, and they have thick, good coverage. So something to check out if you would like. Now, let's see, what else do I got going on over here? I got my next Mary Maxim Jewelry Club kit, which I had said I was going to cancel because you keep getting the big kits, which is really awesome for the price. You always get the multi-tool and a jewelry mat. I don't need 100 of those hanging around, but this month's was just the jewelry stuff, so I can deal with that if that's what it's going to be. I'd rather have something like this since I already have 2 or 3 of those plier things already. So this does make 2 bracelets, 2 pairs of earrings, and 2 necklaces, and I really love the colors. The tealy blue and coral, very summery. So yeah, I got that, and I already opened it. It came in a plastic bag. It was a little smush, but it didn't really hurt anything. So there's that, and I will direct you to, probably in an iLink, a video where I reviewed DIY jewelry making kits or clubs from different places, so you can check that out. And now I have been trying out the different Annie's clubs. Some I have enjoyed and some I have not. I just wanted to try them all out. They have a bunch of different clubs, so I decided to sign up for this one. This one's a little more than their typical one. Typically their clubs are $20 a month plus shipping, which is about $5 or $6, and you can usually get the first club for half off or more depending on the code they have available. So this one is the Holiday Quilters Club, and I think this is the first one they send out. So they're hot pads for the different season. You got the snowman and the pumpkin and the flip-flop, which I think is really cute, and the ladybug on the sunflower. So this does come with the fabric you need to make this. It's fairly basic fabric. Seems like most of this is a polka dot, tonal polka dot fabric. and then you have this one stripy fabric, which would be for the flip-flop. It also comes with, what has happened to, must be in my bag still. There it is. Some floss and buttons for decorations. I'm a little concerned about putting buttons on a hot pad, but if you're just hanging it for decoration and not actually using it for a hot pad, it may be okay. So the only thing I was disappointed about in this one, because this particular club is $39.95, but that does include the shipping for the United States. Canada, I think you pay $1 or $2 more for shipping. I expected to get the batting, I'm just gonna say, for, you know, I got all these fabrics and I got the little buttons and the instructions and pattern, which is nice, but I would have liked to have had the batting with this. It made it a little more valuable to me. I'm gonna make these, and I do want to see what the next one is, because I think this is the first one they sent out to everybody anyway, so I'm gonna stay on for one more month and see what it is before I cancel it, because I certainly don't need any more fabric. Of course, I have an order from Fabric Mart coming, but that's beside the point. So I think they had some cute things that they were showing, like bags and stuff, and I was hoping that the batting would come with this, and I don't know if it just doesn't come with this one, because this is the one they usually sell you for half price anyway, or if it's never going to come with any of them. So I'm going to wait and see before I give my final thing on it, and I'll do a full video review on that whenever I make them. So now I also got my second club, the card maker kit of the month club. I got my second pack of this. Now, this one I think I'm very much enjoying. So these are the the theme this month is Celebrate Life, and you have everything in here to make 8 to 10 cards is the way it goes. And always nice cards. Look at this. These are very pretty. I love this paper. These are like sympathy cards and thank you cards. That's the kind of cards they are. You get to do the fun folding and stuff. And now this did come, it always comes with the envelopes, and this came with some more stamps and ink, and then some thread for decoration. I always like to see things that I could reuse. The ink you can reuse until it's gone. The stamps can be reused a number of times. So I'm excited to see that this comes with things that are reusable. I really like when I get clubs that have things that I can use beyond making what's in the club, if that makes sense. So this one is the $19.95 plus shipping. Annie's is an affiliate of mine. Any links down below will be affiliate links, but that just means I get a small percentage if you purchase through my link. It does not change the price to you. It just helps me out a little bit with my channel and things, and my business. So I haven't made the first set. The first set came with the extra little zippy pouch and stylus pen and bone folder and something else I can't remember, but I'm glad to see that they do continue to come with things that you could use. Oh, it came with the acrylic block, which can be used with these stamps, so that's nice. If anybody ever has purchased paper products or even cards, nicer cards like that, they can be quite expensive. They can get up to $5 or more a piece in the store. So I feel that this one, so far from what I've seen, is a good value. I feel like I'm talking like a salesperson now. I'm not trying to dollar that, but that's just the way I feel about it. Let me take a drink of water. I need water right now. Alright, what else do I have? I got some, I ran out of all my little sample packs of wash for my woolies, my hand crocheted things. So I got a big bottle of soak. I got this off of Amazon. It seemed like it was the best price for this size that I could find. I did check out some Etsy places, but some of them seemed a little overpriced. But this is yuzu, so it's kind of a citrus scent, and I do like that. So I'll put a link to that. They had a bunch of different flavors. So, and I've gotten 2 orders. Why did I not know what that word was? From the Fat Quarter Shop. Now, the Fat Quarter Shop, if you're ordering from them right now, they're behind. They're very behind on their orders, but they'll usually send you an email telling you that this week they're packing orders placed on this date. So it's just because of everything to do with the virus and everything that they had to put, you know, certain protocols in place. So it's taking them a little longer to get orders out. They're a small company, actually. So let's see. This is the first one I got in. This was the basic of the month. When I ordered it, it's just this blue with these colorful speckles. And I do have another yard that's a dark blue. Same as this, just dark blue in there. And then I also ordered the Charm Square pack, which is 5 by 5 squares of this whole line, which is, this thing, Dappled Blues is what it's called. And it is from Robert Kaufman. So also got this a mini charm, which I'm sure was in their flash sale that day, and I just picked it up. These are 2.5 by 2.5 inch squares. This is Spotted by Bridget Heitland for Zen Chic. And then I also got some thread. I know this was part of the flash sale. They have these RFL in different colors frequently in their flash sales. I do like the thread. Although I have a ton of thread, this is something I like to use for finishing, this type of thread. And then they had this, which I had never seen before. I've never tried this thread before. This is Metler thread. Silk Finish Cotton is what it's called. It is 100% mercerized cotton. So I got this kind of ecru off-white color and a gray color. I did use the gray color for the t-shirt quilt I just finished, and it was I really liked it. So it's a bit thicker, it seems, than the standard thread, but not like hand quilting thread if you've ever used that before. It's a little bit thicker than the RFL, I would say. But I did like it. I like the way it worked. So if you've never tried it, you might want to check that out. I think they had it in their clearance or the sale or something when I picked it up. I can't remember because it was a long time ago when I got it. So this is a second order that came in recently that I placed, and all of these were in their flash sale for the day that I ordered. Or okay, they have a flash sale every day with stuff in it, but then they'll have pre-cuts of the week, and then they have a basic of the month, which those are both usually pre-cuts of the week. Okay, another long break. Hopefully I can get this done before I get interrupted again. The internet people actually came to my house this time. We'll see if things are working. They're saying that I may actually need a new modem, which didn't seem to be the case from everything I looked at, but we'll see how it goes. So, I was talking about the Fat Quarter Shop's pre-cuts of the week, which are usually, they are discounted differently depending on what they put in there. And then the basic of the month is usually a 20% discount for the month on a basic type fabric. So, yeah, you never know what it's going to be. So, check those out. So these were pre-cuts of the week when I ordered it. Don't remember when I ordered it, but it came the other day. The first one is a Fat Quarter set bundle. This is from Riley Blake, but it's called Blooms and Bobbins, and it's by Melissa Mora. Now, Melissa Mora is, you can see some of the blooms there. I don't want to take this out of the plastic yet, but she has a website, Melly Sews. Is that the name of it? I don't know. I followed her for a while, and then she has now designed her own fabric, which I thought was pretty neat. So I grabbed that up. She has a lot of clothing sewing tips and things like that, and she also sells clothing patterns under is it Blank Slate Patterns? I think that's it, but I'll have links down below so you can check her out. And then I also got this roll up. This is a Buffalo Flats collection from Robert Kaufman. You're not going to be able to see all of it, but I really liked the patterns on it. So, and it was a good price. I like to use these. Sometimes I use these when I make, if you saw a while back when I did the mega totes, I did strips. It was from a jelly roll I had to make the strips, and then I put something heavy duty on the bottom. So if I catch those on sale, I will snap them up because I don't have to cut things into strips. So, and then I also just grabbed this. I think this was a flash sale because it's just a charm square, but it's in the Kona color of the year for 2020, which is, what is this color? Everything's covered up with a sticker. It doesn't even say what color it is. It just says Kona cotton. It's like an emerald green. I don't know what they're calling it, but I liked it. It's just a charm square pack of just squares of that color, which can come in useful for different things. So that is stuff that I got from the Fat Quarter Shop, and that is all that I had to show you for this video that I got interrupted many times. I started this video at about 2:30. It is well after 4 o'clock now. And it's not that I didn't talk for that long. So anyway, tell me what you think about my Happy Mail and newfound goodies. I'll have links down below for anything that you might want to go look at. And y'all remember to have a life lived creatively. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.